What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I am excited to be here. I'm also very tired. I've been a little sick the last 2 days, gotten about 4 hours of sleep per night, plus daddy duty, business, and still working out. I'm not sick with anything contagious. So I'm not being irresponsible out there. For those of you like, why are you gonna work always sick? Just ate something bad that's, kind of giving me food poisoning last couple of days. So um, it's been pretty tough, but we're on the up and up. We're on the up and up. It's crazy, y'all. Like the past like month or two, when I get, we use DoorDash or Instacart, we get fruit delivered. Like, check your fruit, because I've had a lot of people tell me that, they get fruit that's molded. And anyways, I ate like a piece of like, I think molded strawberry. And suffice to say, now I will be checking the cleanliness and freshness of my fruit, even though it was like not expired. But people, there are good people out there, there's bad people out there, or lazy people, and they're not checking the freshness. They're just throwing it in the cart. So be careful if you're not picking out your own food. That said, I am going to keep tonight a little light, given the fact that I'm just, really weak right now. But that said, if you're new, welcome. We do this stream every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And, whether I feel good or I don't feel good, I usually do these. I've, missed a couple, but if I can sit around and I can talk and I can work on my laptop, then there's no reason I shouldn't stream, right? So it's very rare that I miss these. So they're free every Tuesday night. And the goal here is just simply to keep you motivated, to keep you on the cutting edge. Like last week, we were talking about Shopify's new integration to sell through ChatGPT, which is just freaking crazy. I mean, it's just like a new age of selling. It's going to be wild. I'm very, very excited to see where that goes. ChatGPT basically selling products for you and recommending your Shopify store is a whole new era of SEO, if you will. That being said, also, just guide you in the right direction and keep you from blowing money on like a bunch of courses that you don't need. They're good courses, of course. But my hope is that I can get you started here without selling you or telling you to go buy a bunch of courses. And you can take all of that money and you can invest it in your business and get actionable information from me. Now, here's why I do these now. And I'm going to be 100% upfront and transparent with you on this, okay? And I'm going to turn my camera on. I'm like pacing right now in my place in Miami. So, wow, like I think there's like a glare or something because my eyes look like all like shiny. Probably about a year and a half ago, I decided I was gonna stop doing these webinars. It's like I've done this since 2014. I have, I was a kid when I started these. Now I'm a 40-year-old man with a 3-year-old child. And just like every Tuesday, here I am, no matter what. I've missed, birthdays, I've missed events, I've missed all sorts of things because I'm like, I can't miss the PPH. And a year and a half ago, I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing these anymore. They're free. I don't like, owe this to anybody. I never sold it. It's just free streams that I do. And like, how the hell do I even come up with something new to teach every week, for 10 years? I mean, that is a skill, right? There's something to be said about that. You're really going to know this stuff to teach it every week for 10 years. But back in the day, I had the top course for e-commerce, and this was just a great way to, show people I wasn't here to sell them a course and then leave them. I wanted them to truly have success. And so I just taught for free, and I loved it, and I still do. Now it's a bit more, the last year and a half, as I've traveled more, the world's opened back up. During COVID, these were like wild webinars. I do them for 2 hours. I just kind of I guess I got burnt out, I just didn't want to have the responsibility, but I kept doing them anyways. And now, like, I do them and I have so much more purpose right now than I did before. Because before it was, yes, I love doing these. I love teaching people. I love keeping them on the, cutting edge. I want people to succeed. It's very fun to see people succeed after they buy my course or whatever it is. They get testimonials. It's phenomenal. Even though you see, I don't even use testimonials. It's just cool for me to see them. Now, you all have stores with Shopify, right? And y'all know I'm one of the top partners and Shopify affiliate partners in the world for Shopify. And that's why you got my store builder for free. Like, some of you use the paid version, which is smart if it was within your means. I don't make much money off of that, but it helps cover costs and stuff on the theme and all that. A lot of you are on you used it for free, which is why we built it. It's dope. It's cool. Shopify pays me a commission when you use our store builder, and we sign you up for a Shopify account and all that good stuff. But here's the kicker: they only will pay me if you keep your store for 90 days or more. And it's because most people that sign up for Shopify without any help, they usually quit within like a week, definitely within 30 days, they never get started. Shopify has like a 90-day trial for $1. So it's like $1 a month for 90 days. That's what they've been pushing for a year. And so my job is to prove to you that e-com's legit. It's to show you how it's done. It's not just to build you a store, because I don't get paid unless you keep your store, right? I'm like, my success is directly attached to yours. If you're not having success, this isn't working for you, you're not getting anything from it, you're going to cancel. If you are, you're going to keep your store, and then I get this, like, it's a one-time commission. But I'm paid more than most people are because I'm a top affiliate. So that's the other piece of the puzzle is Shopify isn't going to keep paying me big bucks in affiliate commissions if I'm not delivering and the stores that we sign up aren't, actually doing things, right? If they're canceling. So these webinars, I really and truly, for those of you that are new, do my very, very, very best to show you products that are trending right now, strategies that are working right now, anything and everything that's really going to help you, not bullshit, okay? Because BS isn't going to help you. Like, real tactful things that you can take action with immediately. That's my goal here, because I want you to win. Because when you win, I win, right? If you're winning, that means I win. And then Shopify is going to love me more. Maybe one day they'll give me even a better deal. And they're going to keep paying me. So, and then I don't have to charge for our store builder, right? Because right now it's free. A lot of people charge for it. Ours is free. So that's how you ended up here, probably, if you're new. If you're a veteran, you've been following me for the last 10 years, and you got here some other way. And this is why I'm here. It's to really help you. It's to really guide you. It's to help save money. so you can invest it more intelligently in your business. And, that's the goal. That's why we are here, okay? And tonight, what I want to do is I want to show you a strategy I still use with AliExpress to discover, potentially winning products. Do I still use AliExpress for fulfillment? No, I don't. Like, we use Zendrop, we use Shine On. There are other apps like Printful and T-Launch and things like that. A lot of our business now, like, we really try to push POD, print on demand stuff, because we've sold so many of the low ticket gadgets and whatnot. We have big lists, and we can sell higher ticket stuff fulfilled from the US. Shine On is really great from that. But if we're looking for things that we want to sell, like say on Zendrop, which is a US company, then what we'll do is we will still go to AliExpress and we'll look at what some top selling items are on there, because we can get them from Zendrop, right? And I'm going to show you how that's done. So first things first, I might pop over to like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, whatever it may be. We're on ChatGPT here. And let's say, what are the top 10 e-com niches for drop shippers using Shopify during fall and winter, okay? Because that's where we're at right now. And I might need to reload because this is screen last week, so hold on just a sec. And this is just me, kind of messing around. I like to do these, and I like to do them and just show you, hey, here's what I would do randomly if I was getting started. All right, sometimes I like the answers and sometimes I don't like the answers. So let's see if we like any of these. Seasonal holiday festival decor, cold weather apparel accessories, home comfort, cozy, like I guess Snuggie style products, health and wellness and self-care, tech gadgets, pet products, home decor, gift sets, outdoor and winter gear, okay? I like outdoor and winter gear, eco-friendly, sustainable products. Then over here in this other column, we get what's called the sub niche, which is a more like, micro look into this broad niche, if you will. So over here, you'll see ornaments, string lights, inflatables, yada, yada, yada. So, Christmas is a very widely celebrated holiday. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, right? But, the decorations is just a massive, 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 little honeypot of an e-com niche during this season as people buy new decorations. Cold weather skincare, fitness accessories at home, phone accessories, portable speakers, heated pet beds. So the pet stuff always is good. Personalized jewelry, Shine On. Mugs always do really well during the winter. I don't really, none of this is that great. It's like, okay, give me some exacts. Like pets, give me some sub niches, and or Christmas, give me some sub niches in regard to like decorations, etc. I need more specific things I can search for on AliExpress, find cool items that are trending right now. I know I misspelled it, but ChatGPT is smart enough to know what I was saying. All right, so we asked it to be more specific. Insulated pet beds, hand-free walking gear, pet clothing, grooming that protects you in cold, toys and interactive indoor entertainment, pet safety and comfort accessories. That would all be in the pet niche, right? So you see it can kind of get a little bit more in-depth. Home Christmas holiday decor, oversized bows and dramatic ribbons, pastel, Candyland and sweet themes, Vintage, nostalgic, grandma core. I don't even know what that means. Metallics, celestials, smart lights, keyword samples plug into AliExpress, oversized velvet bow, Christmas tree topper. Okay, let's try this out. I personally think these are way too long. Like the shorter the search is, the better. But we'll just pop over here to AliExpress. We'll type this in. It brings up how many products did it bring up? There's 9 pages of products, which isn't really a lot. But what we'll do is up here, best match, price, orders, is we'll organize it by orders. And we'll look to see are any of these really getting any traction. And I'm looking and I'm like, this bow is 390 sold. You know, could be a big seller as we get closer to Christmas, yes, but nothing like too crazy. So why don't we come back over here and put in heated pet bed, okay? And we'll organize it, and this is the key, is we organize by orders, okay? So we see what has the most sales. 293 sold, so again, nothing here is 200 sold, whoop-de-doo, okay? Sure, this thing's got some sales, but like, that's not a lot. Okay, let's look at some other stuff. I'm just gonna say, you know, these suggestions kind of suck because they do. Okay, automatic ball launchers, orthopedic foam beds, LED safety gear. That's been forever. Okay. I'm not loving any of this. So why don't you just give me the top 5 niches of all time for e-com? I know it's going to be like health and beauty and dogs and let's see. See, like people say, oh, ChatGPT is so easy to it's going to tell you everything. You really got to know what to ask it and how to ask it, right? To get the answers that you want. So there's a big learning curve with talking to ChatGPT, and I'm not signed into mine. Mine is trained. I've talked to mine for a year plus, and so like it knows what I want. I'm not even in an account. So as you log in and you talk to ChatGPT, it starts to learn really what you're looking for. So you don't have to, you know, quiz it as much. But men's grooming, anti-aging, hair care, skincare, fashion apparel, home and kitchen, home organization. So I like home organization, pet beds, tech, smart home. Okay, so let's just do smart home. Okay, that's still pretty broad. But I'm gonna pop over here and let's just do. Sometimes my brain is just like better for this than using ChatGPT, but I know you don't know what I got in here. So I try to use ChatGPT to like show you like how to get some extra ideas. Okay, but now we're somewhere, you know, like if I click on orders here, and smart home is just such a generic term, right? This light bulb here has over 50,000 sales. This smart thermometer has over 100,000 sales. Now, a smart thermometer is going to be a little bit harder to sell than, in my opinion, at least, than these LED light strips and this LED bulb. Why? Because when you look at this, you don't really know exactly what it is when you look at the photo, right? When you're looking at this picture here on the top left, let's see if I can zoom in. You're like, okay, what is that? Is it a clock? Is it a, you know, what is it? When you look at these two, you're like, whoa, that's cool. I just know that it's cool. I know that it's some sort of neon light that's for home decor. So like this right here is $2.67, this Bluetooth app controlled LED bulb. It sold over 50,000 of these. It's $2.67, right? Plus, there's obviously going to be shipping. It delivers by October 25th, but again, you can find products just like this in Zendrop that deliver a lot faster. And the shipping costs on this probably like, you know, $5 or so, although I don't see it listed here. I don't use Ali that much anymore, so like they might have the shipping hidden somewhere unless they're offering free shipping. But you know, something like this that's had over you know, 50,000 plus sales, and something like this LED light strip right here that's had over 50,000 sales, like these are some products that we could lean into like automatically, right? We know that these are going to look cool. We know that the people like neon lights right now. Like if I were to, I don't know if you can, you're going to be able to see this, but let's just see. There's a reflection of my computer screen, of course, but if you look at all the other buildings out in Miami, you'll notice that like most of the apartments, they're all lit up with neon lights. They're all using these hue lights, you know, for various reasons. A lot of people don't want bright white lights like these that line my ceiling behind me. At night, they want to be more conscious of getting rid of blue light. They turn on like the deep reds and oranges. They kind of set your body's tone to like kind of calm down and get ready for sleep, etc. So it's not just, hey, I'm a gamer and a streamer, I want neon lights. It's people that are into biohacking like these things because they kind of like calm you throughout the night. They turn off all the white light and they turn on the mood lights. And it's pretty interesting. So that being said, I would come over here to say Amazon. And I would type in light bulb. All right. So looking at the LED light bulbs, just right out of the gate, like the top one, $26.99. Even here delivers on the 19th. So, you know, shipping now, to use the right vendors, even from overseas, can be, you know, super fast. But this $26 right here, let's see like how many come in. It's a 4-pack, okay? So, you know, we'll say plus shipping, $30 divided by 4. So over here, we're able to get very similar bulbs right here. And this is just, you know, one bulb for $2.67. So you could package these, 3, 6, $12 is what would be your cost roughly. Be a little bit less, and then you could sell them for $30. That's almost a 3x markup, which is really, really great. So you can kind of get an idea of, okay, what is the perception, the value, and perception of the value, right? So we could see first thing on Amazon, a set of 4 sells for $30, okay? So we know that if we can get each of these for $2.67, right? Mark these up 2 to 3x, we have a lot of potential there. Anytime you can mark something up ethically 3x, you got a lot to work with there, a lot to work with. 2x is a little bit tougher to work with because you got ad costs that you have to account for. You know, and oftentimes, if you were to just kind of do research on e-commerce margins, people are in that like 10 to 30% range, like overall. And it's because, you know, of ad costs most of the time, product costs and ad costs. So what we do is we go into sometimes AliExpress and we start exploring different niches. And then we organize things by orders and it starts showing us what products have the most orders, like these LED light USB chargers, 10,000 plus orders. This smart sensor light right here, over 10,000 plus orders. This Northern Light Starry Sky thing, over 10,000 plus orders. So I just typed in smart home, okay? And immediately I'm selling LED lights. When you think smart home, you don't always think LED lights. You think, oh, like the system, and I press a button and it turns everything on, it turns everything off, yada, 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 right? When you think smart home, you're not just thinking, oh, some LED colored light bulbs. And then you get here to this thing, $7.62, the LED motion sensor. Let me tell you something right now, okay? You know, I'd be like, why the hell do I want a light in my toilet like this? Well, you wake up at night, you're tired as hell. Maybe you've been drinking. Maybe you're just older, you know, like I mean, when I get up in the middle of the night, it's a lot different than when I was 20. I'm nowhere near as alert. And it's nice to have this light to kind of light things up, especially as a guy, because you know, we got to aim. So having a light makes a lot of sense because you don't got to turn all the lights on. Maybe you got a spouse, partner, or whatever. You don't got to turn all the lights on. This kind of mood lights the toilet and shows you where to go, and it looks cool, looks nice. Also, it has a motion sensor, so it kind of knows when you're coming. So this is something that actually, it doesn't just look cool, but really and truly does solve a problem. And a lot of people would be like, oh wow, that's cool, I could use that. It looks cool and it's actually useful, right? So again, we get in here and we type in smart home, which I got that idea from AliExpress, and it leads me down the path of selling a lot of mood lights and LED lights, but there's also a lot of other things. And if I were to also just type in, you know, pet accessories, orders, there we go. The pet hair removal tool, 10,000 sold. Look, I mean, it just gives you all of the top sellers, right? Now, does that mean that they're guaranteed to win right here, right now? Well, no. I mean, you got to market things. If you don't market them right, it ain't going to get any sales. But that being said, you got to use ChatGPT a little bit, you know, to get it to recommend to you, you know, some more specific niches for the time of the year. That takes some training. Maybe we'll do some webinars on that, on like prompts and things like that. Maybe I could bring some AI, you know, geniuses in here that can really help you with that, because I'm not an AI genius in regards to, you know, prompts and whatnot. I've just trained mine over, you know, the last year and a half or so, how to look for this type of stuff, my own personal account. But AliExpress is useful in regards of research. So go here, type in different things like nightlight orders. This guy, 100,000 plus orders, 10,000 plus orders on the Panda Bear, 10,000 plus orders here, 10,000 plus orders, 10,000 plus orders. It's clean, it has a cleaner, light, everything. This one does cleaning too. I mean, you know, you literally could type in anything, and a lot of people that are new, as simple as this is, they don't do it. They're like, they come over here, they're looking at best match, but when you look at best match, you're looking at something with like 900 sold. It doesn't always show the big winners at the tip top, okay? Like 196 sold of this one. I mean, it's like 497 sold of this thing right here. So like you start typing in different niches, different ideas, be it broad or more like granular. And what it's going to do is it's going to start just giving you overall out of the whole, like the niche as a whole, just simply what's selling, like what's, you know, what's doing better, what's the most popular. And oftentimes it might be something completely different than you anticipated, right? But it kind of gets your brain working. Then you can go find all the stuff on, you know, Zendrop, or you'll find products similar on Shine On too, right? So this is what I wanted to show you tonight. Sorry if it wasn't incredible tonight, because I am still, pretty weak, but next week I should be back up and running, ready to go, fully recharged. But go on AliExpress, start typing in different keywords and different searches, okay? See what comes up. Order it by, sort it by the most orders. And it's going to be interesting. You're going to find some things you never thought of. And those are the things I would start testing first. It's a great little way to find new products to test. Nothing's guaranteed. But I mean, would you rather go any, mini, money, mo on something that has no data, or look at something that has data and say, okay, this sells, it's sold a boatload, let me try that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's it for tonight. I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. Hope you all have a great week. Sorry if I was a little bit monotone and everything tonight. Next week, I'll try to be better for you. And go check out the best-selling or most ordered products on AliExpress and let me know what you find. Post it in the group. Like, post some examples of some interesting things that you find that you never thought you never even thought about. All right, I'll see you next week.